Good morning, guys. We're back on the surf and I'm super excited. I haven't been out on my own in quite a while, so I'm just super excited to have a little bit of me time. So we're gonna target halibut today, and we're gonna do that with my favorite way to target halibut, which is with the Lucky Craft Flash Minnow 110. And let me show you what I got for my gear today. The Phoenix Trifecta Light 903 medium light. Today I'm using the Daiwa Fuego LT 2500, and one thing that's a little bit different about my setup today is that I'm using straight braid, and this is 30-pound straight braid. Halibut and just surffish in general are not line shy. It's really all about the presentation, and so there are a couple benefits to straight braid, and there are also a couple drawbacks to straight braid. One of the benefits is heightened sensitivity. You can really feel everything, especially with this rod. With the straight braid, you're gonna feel every vibration of this lure in the water, which is so important to be in touch with your lure, to really feel how it's swimming, to really know how it's swimming. It really helps you dial in what you're trying to do, especially if you're just learning and you're learning how to dial this in. Yeah, in a lot of ways, it's just you just retrieve it, and sometimes it gets bit, but a lot of times when you're dialing this in, the retrieval cadence, whether you're really jerking that rod, you don't know if it's working until you get bit. And when you do get bit, it really gives you the opportunity to sit down and remember, what was I doing that day that was different that allowed me to get bit? And that's really how you get better. So straight braid, heightened sensitivity. One of the drawbacks for me, and the reason why I don't typically run straight braid, is I fish a lot of structure, a lot of rocks, and braid is like noodle when it comes to structure. And a couple of years ago, I lost on back-to-back sessions, two really good fish that just sawed off the braid. And after that, I started using a leader. The main reason for me being on straight braid today is because I was lazy. I think it's gonna be okay. I know a lot of guys use straight braid regardless of the drawbacks. And then also when you have a leader tied, you don't really have to worry about that connection not getting through the guides. It's not really an issue for me, but it's one less thing to worry about. And we're gonna start off with the Super Glow MS MKB, perhaps maybe my favorite Lucky Craft 110. And if it's not my favorite, it's certainly been the most productive. So we're at an outgoing tide right now. I'll talk you more through where we're gonna go. It's gonna bottom out at a 0.7, and I see some good structure out here. So I also see some changes, so I'll talk you through what I'm seeing. But more than anything, let's try to catch some halibut, and let's try to catch anything, man. It's been a while since I felt that tug from the surf. So let's make it happen. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned. Tight lines. Yeah, as I was talking about that straight braid, benefits, sensitivity. One of the things that, I don't know, depending on who you are and what you like, another feature of braid is the lack of stretch. There is zero flex in straight braid. And so it really, more than anything, you just have to change your game when fishing straight braid. If you're used to fishing mono or even fluoro with a little bit of stretch in fluoro, some fluoro has more stretch than others. If you're kind of used to that, you're in for a rude surprise with the straight braid. It's literally like no give. And so you got to set your drag accordingly too, a little bit lighter in my opinion. You don't want to have that pin drag pin down and then really start forcing in a fish on straight braid. You might pull the hooks, and if it's a really big fish, you might break your rod. It's about 6:51 in the morning. And I've been casting for maybe about 5 minutes now. Oh, there's a fish. Fish on. Small fish, but always good to feel that bite. Yep, felt some grab it. Nothing huge. Oh, it looked like a little croaker. He's surfing on top. And so again, that straight braid, it's a little different to fish. I'm not the most experienced with fighting these fish on straight braid. Oh, is it a halibut? Yep, it's a little tiny halibut. Feisty little guy. Look at that. All right, guys, little halibut, Super Glow MS MKB. And off he goes. Skunk buster. That feels nice. Yeah, that was, you know, I showed you at 6:51, that's at 6:59. So I'd say total I've been fishing about less than 15 minutes to get that skunk out of the way. to get that first fish. Catching a fish early is like fuel. It's like putting a little bit of gasoline into the embers. You know, it's all really, you know, fishing is, it's a battle of the wills, really. They can't all be sleigh days. So when you come out, you have to come out with the mentality of an underdog and really be willing to fight for every cast, fight to make every cast a productive cast. And I've talked about that a few times, and I think with a few years of experience now, I really think that's so important, is really fighting for your cast. Look at this little lull period right now. These are good times to be casting because, again, it's not just about whether the fish might bite, it's whether your lure is doing what you need it to do. And these little lull periods where it's like a lake really allows you to swim it the way you want to swim it. And I think that really enhances your chances of getting bit. So I had time for one cast there and was hoping that would be productive. Didn't work out, but I felt good about the cast. That's all you can ask for. Oh, got a head shake. Oh, this is a good fish, guys. Let's hope that it's not a stinking a ray, but this is a oh, he's shaking. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I feel him shaking. Hopefully it's not the tail of a ray, but holy cow. It might have been the ray's tail slapping the bait. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? That might be a big ray. But usually rays go on a searing run. This one didn't do that. All right, we're moving inwards now. We're moving inwards now. He's coming in. Try to make up as much ground as we can. Woo, he's fighting. Yeah, he's fighting. Let's see if this braid holds up. I'm just walking him back right now, if I can. Hate getting stuck with the what if after a 10-minute fight. This is at least a 10-minute fight, maybe pushing 15. This guys always get me fooled that I got a personal best halibut on the line. See, this guy don't want to be caught right now. And you see that tail thrashing? These guys have stingers, and so he's very upset and he's thrashing every which way, and I don't want anything to do with them. I'll be honest, guys, I'm scared of these guys, man. I've been stung by rays before. My braid is wrapped around the stinger, if you see that. So we'll check the braid after, assuming all is well. But yeah, the braid is wrapped on the stinger. So, I don't know, but I think we gotta get this guy beached. Well, I'm gonna step on his tail and just try to get that LC out. All right. Bye-bye, Mr. Ray. Oh, there we go. Fish on. See if he stays pinned. Oh, there he goes. Screaming. So that cadence really paid off. And I think it's a croaker. And a decent size too. I don't know if he's stuck in structure now or what, because he doesn't want to move. Maybe it's a halibut. If it's a halibut, it's bigger than the one I caught this morning, but that's not saying much. Yeah, this is a decent fish. Yeah, look at this guy. Wow, there he goes. Oh, might be a ray again. Holy cow. Definitely felt like a fish to start, but now I'm not sure. Grateful for any kind of bite. But when you're grinding and you do get that bite, you're typically looking for something else. But we'll take it. Oh, it's a shark. It's a leopard shark. Cool, man. We'll see if he tail slapped it. Yeah, I think I probably got it on my tail again. So every leopard I've caught on the jerkbait has been tail hooked. Every single one. So again, I've asked you guys before whether sharks tail slap bait. But for me, it sure seems like it. right guys, tossing the lucky craft, total grind today, and it's not really turning out the way I was hoping, but there's something around. Got a little leopard shark, always fun. Got him on the tail, and every leopard shark I've ever caught has been hooked by the tail. But we're gonna let this guy go and try to catch some more fish. Swimming off nice and healthy.